Nice shot! 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 Nice shot.
What up, nerds? Ah, classic no green screen. There we go. All right, y'all. Get out of here. Bop, boop, beep, bop. All right, we should be good. It's time for some disco. Yeah, I figured it was time. Time for some b-ball. All right. Let's just fix our backgrounds here. No. This. Moving on to a fantasy. Don't you and me. I'm gonna let this way. Good. Fix your cabbage. Alright. And I am going to fix some audio things. Alright, we're in stereo. We're good there. Right. My TV is a weird ass size. I always have to adjust this thing. There we go. You getting Sea of Stars? That name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen anything about. Hi, hello. There we go. That better? I mean, probably not right now, just because I have way too many games that I need to be playing already. But it looks neat. Oh, I know. Yeah. How you doing, baby? You doing good? Yeah? How's it going? Ooh. Oh no. That sounds rough. How you doing? Well, I guess a bacterial infection's a bacterial infection, eh? Ooh. This girl needs to get her nails trimmed. I was able to sneak in a couple of them today, but not enough. Alright, let's see if this works. Cat pink eye doesn't transfer to humans? Really? Alright. You would think it would, for some reason, but that is good. You did say that. Yeah, you were basically bedridden when I first started playing disco. That sounds rough. How you doing now? Do I give her vitamins? No. Nope, she just gets her usual wet food. Wet food and treats. That's about it. The hell is flu B? Is that just like a worse flu? We'll probably find out today, Pomo. Whether or not we get a game over for not having money for the damages, or if we are able to just hobo cop it. We will find out soon. I'm freaking hair sticking out. I was not aware of that. Mastiff with a party of one. What is up, Mastiff? Mastiff? One of my coworkers had A and it knocked him out for a week. I haven't had the flu in a very, very long time. Probably not since I was in, like, I want to say middle school? Because I never really had a, maybe even elementary school. Because I don't think I ever stayed home sick from school after elementary school. And that's not to say that, like, I just went to school sick regardless. I just didn't get sick to a point where, like, I needed to stay home. Nice shirt, nerd. Thanks! This is my lounging around shirt. Ideally, no one's supposed to see me in this, but I forgot to change, so that's where we're at. All right. So let me take a look at the log here, see what we've done so far. Right. So, we basically started wanting to raise money for damages and then quickly got distracted. We scoured the place for bottles. Got a little bit of money and immediately spent it on shit we didn't need, like Viking shirts and a headless horseman figurine. We discovered that my gun was sold at a pawn shop by me in a drunken stupor, and that killed me. I tried to steal a raincoat in Freet, and the cashier saw me immediately because I asked her about it before I tried to steal it. Not my smartest play. Let's see. Oh, we eternalized the thought of being some kind of superstar cop. So now we are a hobo superstar cop. Roka made it work by dressing me up in shoes, a tie, gardening gloves, and nothing else. Well, yeah, the Headless Horseman statue does sound sick. Apparently it's good luck, according to the pawn shop owner. Let's see. We leveled up and randomly assigned the skill point to Rhetoric. We also had a breakthrough with the Hobo Cop thought, so now we are officially Hobo status, which allows us to find rare loot, aka bottles that sell for extra tear. I discovered that there's a video on YouTube of a man eating warheads until his tongue bleeds, so that's cool. We had a breakthrough on an inexplicable feminist agenda. Oh yeah, I shot put someone's petanque ball into the river, that's great. Right, so we found a bunch of random musty-ass clothes in some boxes, and then Rook helped us make it work by putting on the orange bum hat, a disco-ass blazer, flare-cut trousers, fingerless gloves, and green snakeskin shoes.
You know what, Jared? You were
Thank
smart.
you.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
So we kept trying to examine the corpse and vomiting from it. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get into the harbor and talk to this dude named Measurehead. And according to one of his co-workers, I can get past him by either beating him physically in a challenge or discussing race theory with him. And that's where we left off. Baboink. Yes, of course, we are a staunch feminist.
Poggies.
Poggies indeed. I also discovered, thanks to Rook, that the fashion makeover cooldown was at 10 hours instead of 10 minutes. So I fixed that. More than enough to please a woman. No man matches Measurehead. Not soft and weak like other men. Alright, here he is.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. I love her accent. Say nothing. Size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor. We don't have time to get into this now. We're gonna size him up. We're gonna give him an ocular pat down.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscles passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Why, thank you.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
So this guy's just gonna talk in all caps the whole time. Okay. Puff out your chest. Still say nothing. What do you mean, my body betrays my degeneracy? No. We're gonna keep this going. Alpha
What
mode.
is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
I just remembered that we aren't physical worth a shit.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
My what?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct.
Oh my
But
god.
it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Alright, buddy.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard.
Stop saying
Maybe
that.
You can ask him to leave.
Don't make me puff up my chest again. Let's see. No, it
You
doesn't.
have succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, Al Ghul? Kim, is it really that bad? You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink on the weekends. Oh, alcohol. Al Ghul. Dude, that's... Enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor. Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. What of
No,
it?
you don't. You need to get another drink.
then?
Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
The what?
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there.
That fat racist over there. Point to the racist lorryman. You're just him after pumping some iron. I'm the police and I need you to comply. No. Oh, I don't know about that, Chief. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job. Please. I don't think please is gonna work on this guy.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The
Punchy the big man.
bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Punchy
Oh,
the
we're
big
gonna-
man.
We're gonna get into that then.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
You had to start with eugenics. And, like, emphasize that too.
You dominated lesser cultures.
Oh boy.
Like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos.
Oh,
But
jeez.
now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
Babe.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Yeah, because she definitely seems to have all the genes that you would want. Just right there.
There is a button right
Oh, God.
behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Come on. I need you to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me into the harbor. This is going nowhere. Just need you to move like just 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering.
Objection! God damn. Oh no, Rocco, what's happening? That scared the piss out of me. Fuck you.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
I don't want to do that.
Bring your troops to the Simonine Island.
I did my
and
best.
Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
I'll have you know this is partially your fault, Roka. You're the one who pushed for the non-physical build.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
All right, boy.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Right. Good idea. Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Now, there's an idea. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Know anything about this mug? Show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
He had nothing to do with it.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures toward the lorryman down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
Can you still push? No, I cannot.
Like them.
I can try and knock him out.
Geometric perfection.
So there's
I've
two options
taken
here.
the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
So he got tattoos to show off the dimensions of his head.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Oh man. Oh, this seems like the equivalent of like making fun of his dick. He is super into the measurements of his head here. Your earlobes are too big.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Good rationale.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Jean-Luc.
Yes.
The man falls silent, his face motionless. I hit a nerve. Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks.
The tattoos on his
I got
stone
this.
face briefly form a smile.
Objection!
Hello, the handsomeness. Welcome back. What am I doing, Pomo? Subscribe to his advanced. Okay. 92% chance. Here we go.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks at you. This is for the thing. Oh, yeah?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself.
Good lord.
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic
A.
races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, tell me who the heroes are.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
Well, you see, Roka, I'm progressive and a raging feminist who also hates everyone else and gets upset when things don't go my way. So, basically just a racist incel who's using the feminist agenda to get laid. It's a great character you guys are building. Thanks for this. This is awesome.
A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades. In Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Oh, is say what disabled? Hang on. We'll just, fuck it. Boink. There you go. I'm trying to, like, get all my rewards in a row and be able to turn them on or off at will. I think say what's just in the wrong category. Wait. Who exactly are the Maun? Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners.
Bless you.
My people simply call them Maun.
Mahun
Mao,
is
Mao,
a derogative
Mao,
term
Mao,
for
Mao,
first
Mao,
world
Mao.
people of Gotwaldian descent.
Oh.
They do not all have eczema. Also,
Oh, okay, so that was a slur.
Sulu and a Uhu are much more lactose intolerant.
The wooden clogs, though?
In some municipalities of Oranje, people do wear shoes made of wood to street parades. Green, orange, and even yellow tassels have also been seen on hats.
That's right, Roka. Fake feminist. Thinks he's stronger than he is. Closet racist. And homeless. Typical Redditor.
The Maun are proof that you can have too much Occidental racial purity and tassel-centric culture.
Tassel-centric?
Inbreeding has led to a lactose-intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
You heard it from Measurehead. If you're lactose intolerant, your parents are siblings.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Okay, got it. Who are Type A then, in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the Golden Pisantic Sea. The Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners. All have Type A race propensities.
You don't particularly have Type A pronunciation. We are the superior cheese people.
The other large young civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow.
We're not going to get defeated by something like ice cream.
Heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
Uh-oh. He draws a finger across his face. Not a glandular problem.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
I don't like the parallels he's drawing here.
As proven by the Mound and the Mask, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
I'm starting to think this guy doesn't really understand biology. I'm starting to think if he did, he would choose to ignore it. What's the difference between the Seminese and the Areopagites? I don't know how to pronounce that second one.
The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the southern islands. I am Seminese, from the stock of Ulmuir, Ile de Fantôme.
Bless you.
The Areopagites are the master race of the Ile Maran deserts. The Seminese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ile Maran to Ansuland, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant
Man.
Occidentals discovered
He
this place.
really hates people who can't drink milk without just turning into a human Keurig. He does not care for them. And if you ever, like, unironically find yourself saying the phrase master race, I feel like that, no, it should ring some alarm bells, but not for somebody who would be in a headspace to unironically say something like that. What's the difference?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarditis.
And they can eat cheese like a motherfucker.
Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semeno-Areopagite, or Simeopagite Super A.
Super
That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Well, see, PC Master Race is a joke, Diesel. Like, it's a hyperbolic way to say, like, PCs will trump consoles in power 100% of the time. But nobody's actually, like, I turned off, oh, you're fucking right. Disco rewards. Fine. That was, hang on. I can do this. You're right. I'm out of time. And say what? Fine. All right, everything's cool. It's kosher. We're good. Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored.
Please use a different way to describe. Can we go back to lactose intolerant? I liked that one more.
Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white officer in a suspect description.
All right, I can get down with being non-heroic. You said Koikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like
Ugh.
the hands on which.
Oh my god.
Look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashy.
Don't you dare call me ashy.
Pinkness is a
I
vessel quality that
moisturize.
has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare
yeah.
and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb. and for eating potato.
Oh, fuck those potato eaters, man.
The Koiko, the countless
lactose intolerant.
are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is divided into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
Right? You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The seminoareopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla.
So I'm thinking, like, what was this dude like growing up? Was he raised on these sorts of beliefs, or did he just spend like a couple hours too much on Reddit, and then just decided to tattoo his entire face with like measurements and study his version of biology? Like, did this happen overnight, or was he just born this way?
Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
This guy. Yap 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 yap.
But hey, at least he's saying nothing.
Revacholians, halfway between Type A and Racial
Type
Cologne.
A.
Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Pause. I guess in this world, we could have an 82,000-year history. Who knows how far along in the future this is, or what this world even is.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. That revolution sounds like it was actually very good and necessary. That revolution sounds like it was perpetuated by the degenerate marauders, not all the people of Revachol. Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution? History.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
I dislike this man.
Revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zara's written potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid.
Yeah, these people
prime
ain't fucking.
component of the potato plant. Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
He nods, satisfied with the outcome. Alright, now we're getting to the juicy shit. The vile CF race cauldron of pedestry, please.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments. and
Biracials,
tragedy
okay.
adaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Chimeric experiments?
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture
Yep.
of a masked woman
Yep.
and a Simonese man.
Oh my
Only
god.
possible if the mother is masked and the father Simonese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring.
Oh, I bet.
The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
What kind of music you listen to, Measurehead? Smooth jazz,
It seems
soul.
unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Maybe I misunderstood something, but aren't humans too similar to produce genetically sterile offspring?
You are right. You have
Son of a
misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
Uh-huh.
There is the Seminokoiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Seminokoiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
Yes.
The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea of crossing the Semenes with the Koiko to produce a super worker of Semene strength and great servility.
I feel like if this dude wasn't like shredded to high heaven and it was just like an old grandpa or just like some fat uncle, I would engage with this conversation just to see what kind of wild shit I could get this guy to say. But I definitely probably wouldn't, because I would absolutely poke and prod at every single one of his arguments, not like an antagonistic way, but more of just like a, are you sure? Like, but are you sure? And then he'll have to make up some fucking wild ass source to back up all of his ridiculous claims about genetics and biology. That would be a fun conversation.
This will never happen. The Semenes and the
But right now, I
Koiko
just feel like I'm
may
being held
have
hostage.
similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely. No Semenese man could maintain an erection in the suffocating potato stench of a Koiko woman.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Your eyes bounce to the young woman at his side, twirling her hair. It is light brownish and eyes are a random color.
Potato colored hair. Random colored eyes. Measure, you seeing this shit?
The heart that pumps the hemoglobin is mysterious, and so is its dark will. Enough of these personal matters. Have you been educated to all the rasotype now?
So basically, it's just like, but if I like it, then that means it's good. So, shut the fuck up. I'm right. Any argument you make to me, I'm gonna spin it to where you're wrong and I'm right. Fuck you.
He does not seem angry, nor does the woman look affected. She just twirls her hair. Perhaps they've been through this and established an accord.
Classic cheesemonger logic. That's it. When he's not standing at this gate, he works at like a dairy farm. Or he's a cheesemonger. So he just fucking hates anybody who can't eat cheese. Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
You know we're gonna make you become racist. I know you are. Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
Are we going to try and accept advanced race theory? Son of a bitch. I can still try and kick him. Well, you told me what was the wording of that? Wasn't it like consider or something? Jesus. Okay. Oh, we're gonna like and subscribe as Race Theory. All right.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today. Then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss literally anything else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian.
Let's go over that
Your
funky
love for
race
disco
classification
music
again.
And venereal disease.
Knock him out. 8% chance. Not a chance. Looks like it. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Do. So we did get another thought earlier last stream called the volumetric shit compressor. This is basically what we unlocked when we failed to try and approach the body twice. Kim told us to get our shit together, and this is how we would do it. Just by clenching our butt for 30 minutes to get our shit together. Then we have advanced race theory, temporary research bonus, -1 drama, fooled by the absurdity. A mass of fantastic race ideas swirl in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement. Koikos juggling potatoes, eczema-ridden mounds grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang. Plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkipts. The Seolite cast of fortunates hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Empyrean, a vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something drawing nearer. Nearer. So, problem is, we don't have any more thought cabinet slots right now. We need to unlock one with a skill point. So even if we wanted to become an advanced race theorist, we cannot. So we're going to have to get 60 more experience points, which means we need to do some quests. So, let's see what we can do here. Find out who's in the union box. Glad we had that conversation. Gunnar told you some unruly union members gathered at the mess hall, the whirling in rags. They're not there today. They'll most likely show up. But most likely they'll eventually show up. Okay. Find booze and drink it. Well, we can do that. How much money do we got? 381. Okay. We can find some booze and drink it. The problem is... Oop. Down, down, down. When we take drugs, they will deal damage to one of our health bars. Like, guaranteed. So we're basically going to need to, like, chase a swig of alcohol with some pills. Alright, let's see here. What up, ma'am?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
Probably expensive. We don't need it. Wait, is this where the alcohol is?
A colorful display of
Yeah.
cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall.
Al Ghul,
Inviting
I
me
believe.
closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol
Ooh.
and cigarettes damage your health.
Potent Pilsner beer. All right. So it'll give us +1 physique, but -1 morale. So that's interesting. So basically, what it's going to do is... Hang on. If I remember correctly, it's going to up our max stats for this. Like, it's going to give us 1 point in physique, just flat out. With the drawback of hurting us morale-wise. And whatever boost it gives us are going to be temporary.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both
$3
cigarettes
though.
damage your health.
All right.
Here you go, mister.
And it's also going to... I'm going to need to chase it. Well, first of all, hang on. Let's not have that conversation with Measurehead again. All right. I'm gonna drink it right here. This is for the experience. Oh God. Dude. Boom.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Look at the bottle.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called...
God.
Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Open the bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now.
Thank you, signature skill. What will be the repercussions if I take that sip?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Sip, sip. And
Golden sun
heal.
melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it
30
into a
experience.
happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
Thank you.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives
Oh, we have a
+1
couple
to
more
physics
sips.
Skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
Can I,
A small cabinet on the wall is
Oh.
full of various medicine bottles.
I'm
nasal
9
sprays,
away.
And blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Oh, shit. All right, let's just save real quick. Alrighty, so I don't know how long it lasts, but yeah, now we have Physique 2, which means that all of these skills get a boost for a short amount of time. And all it cost was a bit of our health bar. Not too shabby. Time to get sloppy. A 16% chance to knock the dude out. Oh, knock Measurehead out? I don't know about that. I wonder if we can approach this. Since we drugged up.
There,
Nope.
Still is. Looking
Only if we
right
level up,
through
like actually level
with
up
his right eye.
that skill. Okay, fine. I mean, I could see. We can see what percent chance there is. Now that I'm feeling loosey-goosey. What's up, hombre? Zuh. Zuh. All right, measure fuck.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
17%. It's a little less than a 1 in 5 chance. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright, hang on. We need to find another quest. Because right now we are at 70. So, we can get another 30 easy. Inspect the victim's body. We can't really do that. We can equip and complete the volumetric shit compressor to approach the body. Pay for damages. Well, we'll see about that one. Track down your badge. Yeah, we don't know about that one. Ooh, put the clothes in the trash. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes in the trash. Who else had unauthorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person. You'll know who tampered with the scene. It may take a while. Let's talk to Kuno. Now that I'm all boozed up, I feel ready to talk to this child.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I keep throwing up, and I can't investigate the body at all. I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Oh, he doesn't know anything
You're
yet.
testing.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, like a fucking volcano. Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Screw both of you! Forget about it. Maybe you got some advice for me? I mean, you're obviously handling it quite well.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you.
Kid looks to his left, then to his right, and leans towards you.
What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Perhaps you could compress this negative energy and turn it into some sort of a Kuno-fied non-vomiter.
Kuno-fied non-vomiter. Here I come.
That's right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strengths. Try it again now.
Are you serious? Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I don't fucking care about you, Kuno. Let's go. Kuno-fied non-vomiter, baby.
There, he still is.
Shit.
Looking right through you.
Alright, I still need to
With
level
his
it up.
White eyes. The body below.
Damn it.
is in-
But you don't even know about the trash.
Fuck does Kuno care?
More questions about the crime scene.
The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
It's in the greenhouse over there.
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
I'm learning about races. Hold on, Gardner used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
His eyes get a little watery. You mean the young woman in the whirling rags? By the whirling in rags, the gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
What up, Worldwide Crypt? That's a dope name. Just saw someone else playing this. Nice! I'm glad people are still playing it. I've personally gone through it once already, but now chat gets to decide how things go. I should ask her about it.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Kuno, there's a stack of Eternite back there. Point to the shack.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
Jesus.
He's hiding something.
Shit, some gimps left behind. Sounds legitimate. Let's move on. Are you hiding something?
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
He says with exaggerated competence.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
Will do. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could lead to It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit.
It's very different. In a way that I love.
Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Size, good price. 500 real.
Oh, shut up.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno. You don't know anything about tampering. The tampering I'm investigating. And I already have pants. Alright, what's so great about your pants, Kuno?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Oh, no way.
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
I'm not taking a kid's
They
pants.
will also make you into an idiot.
Okay.
Kuno 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 Kuno.
I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
I'm just gonna steal his pants. That's it.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
Buy fallen pants from Kuno. Are you serious?
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
There was also this mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes. Does this racist mug have anything to do with it?
FBI, open up!
Shut up. It's for the EXP. Yes. Does this adequate depiction of a South Samaritan man have anything to do with it? Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch. Alright, we'll still keep the facade that we're not a racist fuck.
Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
Whoa.
You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two together.
Getting on his good side.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
She lets out a hiss even meaner than before.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
There's some questions
Yeah,
later.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
All right, we got a little EXP from that. Let's see. Can we examine this again?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Drop said to take another look. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? 83%. Did I seriously fail that again?
despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. You're still sentences. That's a step up from
I wish I was fucking
He
dead. Fuck
watches
you. Fuck
melt
you.
down stoically from nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre.
83%!
Another
83%! Come on! God damn. Kind of liked that print. It was a good print. Shut up. How many times have I died behind this goddamn hostel? At least 4 or 5, I think.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yeah, like a fuck.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Advice.
What are you?
Kunified no
That's
vomiter.
right. Turn your weaknesses into conceptual strength.
Questions about the crime
The
scene.
kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
Greenhouse.
Kipped is a pejorative.
Gardner
Yeah,
used to
that's
work
what
here?
Kuno said.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah. What was she doing in
I'll ask her
Yes,
about it.
It seems suspicious.
Stack of Ethernet
That's
back
just-
there.
He's hiding,
You're hiding something.
but it is not hidden, is it, sire? You
Dead man's
Yeah,
clothes.
Kuno doesn't know shit about that.
Yeah.
Listen, Kuno could hook.
You'd
Uh-huh.
have to be blind not to notice the giant white letter.
Yeah, let's take a look at those pants, child.
These could coach. They will also make you.
Interested in those
Alright.
pants.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
I'm not proud of it.
As you can see,
There's more to his distrust than being.
the fuck.
Quaint little mug.
I can't eat.
Shit, Kuno does.
Tell the Kuna.
Yeah.
Get your bacon shit away. Yeah,
Get
whatever.
your bacon
Kuno,
shit away.
Fuck about it. Your
I don't know.
test.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. All right. Let's quick save and try and look at that that pile of garbage again. With an 82 or 83% chance. Are we gonna make it happen, Captain?
Inconspicuous pile of.
What the fuck? Load game. Are you serious? All right. Didn't redeem anything. All right, let's talk to the gardener first. What have you done? Yeah, let's take a look at those pants, child.
These could coach. They will also make you.
Interested in those pants.
Don't do business.
Oh my god. Why did I say it like that? I'm interested in those pants. Shit. Alright, garden lady.
It's raining again.
Hallelujah, the young woman looks up at the
It was
overlaid
clear
sky.
An hour ago.
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March? I gotta move this thing. March.
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so.
She points to her wheelbarrow, surprised at the question. Alright, hang on. I gotta move this AV scene. Wow. A little more. I'm gonna move on. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just zoom in. Mega. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Changing the subject here.
Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
What? The grandma is a bit too much. What nutrients Disingenuous Grandma. 83% visual calculus. And this is a red check, which means we got one shot.
Stop looking.
Let's go.
Look around. What do you see?
The traffic jam? The plaza? An entrance to the yard? An entrance to the yard.
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping
Holy shit. Damn it. Rook, I keep forgetting to put your cabbage in. I will do 3 cabbages. Jesus Christ. All right, my dude. You already redeemed 2. Hit me up with your next 3. Holy shit. You just splooted out 3 cabbages. Hey, that's what he gets for betting against the Ruds. Maybe you guys should too. Are you by chance keeping an eye on us?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about.
She looks towards the yard, and her expression clears.
The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him, yes.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
She shakes her head.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Right? The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her, intent.
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Gotta run, bitch. Okay, so we got some like 15 EXP from that. All right, so we just need 15 more. What else do we got? All right. You and your conceptualization skill have decided to style that paperwork so it'd be cooler somehow. Be on the lookout. But no, this will take time. Read the ledger and name the case. This case needs an official name. Go to your inventory, interact with the damaged ledger to give it one. Finding the right line may take some time. Oh, you better tell me how the beekeeper is, Rook. I really want to go see that. Who made the call reporting the crime? Keep searching for the caller, despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Sing karaoke. Read the watermarks. First go to the Kanema and turn on the... Oh, that one's easy. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's read some watermarks. We keeping bees? Rook being keeping bees.
A radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, show me this guy's balls.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine
The
starts.
dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canela comes to life with a whiny growl. Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
All right. Let me just real quick save in case I do some unintended psychic damage to myself.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in Lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
You count 216.
Thought I hurt myself for a second.
Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations. As you look at them, you feel your index finger reflexively contract 3 times.
Seems like I've done something I've done before.
And something you'll do again before this is all over.
Look at the shimmering...
Objection!
What? God, that scares the shit out of me every time. I can't deal myself psychic damage. Well, there is one way I can deal myself psychic damage. Oh, you're just wanting to... Fuck you. Theoretically, if I take another swig of alcohol,
Make it work.
I will die.
Go. Do it.
Go so.
Work. Make it work.
Making it work? Well, hang on. Let me finish this first because I can't change my clothes in a conversation. Shimmering grid.
Rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo.
Well, I
of the
can't do that right now.
And yet,
So what do you want me to wear in the meantime?
The show are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Oh my god.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says... Where are we on this? Point at the halogen map.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out from the great ocean. Seems nice,
No, it does not.
the lieutenant says without optimism. Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point at the dots on the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Yeah, take a look at my numbers, boy.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
Damn straight, I'm alpha as fuck!
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this? Got drunk like a megastar? I walked the lands telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I was a hobo and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea? Well, duh, I was a hobo.
You know, the RCM is a volunteers organization. We would have no qualms with vagrants joining our ranks were they qualified. But let's move on, shall we?
Shut up. I didn't think it through.
This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
216 to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
The lieutenant nods with evident respect. See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's the last number? Superstar cop, baby.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row.
No mental damage, no mental damage, no mental damage.
You know the answer already. The tingle in your index finger gave it away.
Those are my confirmed kills. 3 of them.
That's right. How did you know?
The lieutenant says, gauging your reaction. Because I feel like a killer. Just a lucky guess. Because I felt a twitch in my index finger.
Ah, right. Sometimes the brain's able to preserve certain responses even when conscious memory has been, let's say, misplaced. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Damn, I should have shot more people.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game.
Oops.
If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Maybe I should pour one out for the boys. The fallen. You ever... I hit the wrong button. Hide it. Hide it. Hide it. No. Nothing. I just want to hide it. Just want to hide it. Oh boy, it's orked. Boom, 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 boom. Hide it. There. We're good. Thank you for that Kuno propaganda, Mastiff. Yeah. No. It shouldn't be, though. No, it's not. Hang on. Edit. You pause redemptions reward of this type not currently available to view. Oh. Wait, why? Manage or unpause requests. I can fix that. Johnson's paused, is it? You paused redemption rewards of this type and are not currently available to users. Are you sure about that?
We interrupt this broadcast to remind you of the glory of God King Kuno.
Shut
All
up.
hail and praise the God King.
No. Say what? Oh, it looks like it is paused. Look at that. That's weird. Oh, I see. There we go. Hi. No, it's not. It's the new system I have to like enable or disable rewards based on the type of stream it is. Kim, have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate. Good call. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
He gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
That's true. That's true. Maybe I should pour one out for the boys, the fallen. Is that a yes?
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Pour one out on the ground ceremonially.
A dark pool of cheap Pilsner appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema. Honorably done. You have given up some of your own blood for theirs.
I'm sorry for killing you. The gloaming comes for all, but it came for you first for you. I will make it okay. With the power of rock and roll. Here's to you, honored dead. Not really sure what you're supposed to say at these things. Rock and roll, baby!
Very noble of you. Are we done here?
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Press the remote control and the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
All right. We have officially leveled up. So that means we can either take a roll on the skill chart or unlock a thought cabinet. So, what do we do? Yes means we unlock a random skill. No means we unlock a thought cabinet. So are we going to roll a d24 and get a new skill or upgrade a skill? Or are we going to unlock a thought in the thought cabinet to either get our shit together or internalize some advanced race theory? The choice is yours. Vote now. It's a tough choice. Because I initially started chasing XP to unlock a thought cabinet. But we could also always just go pure chaos. Right now, we are a superstar Hobocop feminist. And it looks like we have avoided a day of becoming a superstar Hobocop racist feminist. So that's good. Maybe. Depends on what we hit, I guess. Roll D24. Alright. Let me go back to this one. Yep. Alright. So, we can do another predict. Ruds aren't here to dump it full of points, and I can't vote. But, are we going to hit a skill that we're actually good at? I.e., is it going to be a 1 in 6 or 17 to 24? Or is it going to be somewhere in the middle where it's not going to be very useful to us? That is up for y'all to decide. Someone really thinks I'm going to hit a failure. Keep in mind that this is like a 50-50 coin toss. Well, yeah, see, Pomo, if I were to unlock a thought cabinet thing, I would probably put it up to a vote again of like, do we vote for the shit compressor or do we vote for racist? Another thing that you can do is use your disco privilege to force me to spend my skill point however you want. That's a thing. And that would also completely invalidate any sort of votes that happened in the meantime. You can override a vote with your disco privilege. I like gas. Well then, maintain the chaos. You can sow your own personalized chaos, or you can just let the fates decide. Power to the people. It is, for better or worse, entirely up to you guys. Alright, so these are some stacked odds against what is very much a coin toss. So let's see. If it's anything between 7 and 16, that's a fail. So let's see. Go. It's a 19, baby. That's a success. I think, right? Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hand-eye coordination. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, wow. We actually just squeaked through it. That's a success, baby. That's a pretty good one to hit, too. Nice. 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 Ready? Aim and fire. Oh, right. Pomo told me to get naked. Damn you, Pomo. Are you sure, though, Pomo? I got like a Viking t-shirt and a stained tank top. All right. 1,000 to 1 gain before you diluted the pool. Oof. Rough. All right. Let's see what kind of Replace the lost bowl. Shot was excellent, but now you owe them a bowl, or at least a similar looking metal sphere. Inspect the victim's body. Well, we can't do that. Pay for damages. Well, probably won't be doing that. Track down your badge. No, who put the clothes in the trash? Style your paperwork. We don't know that yet. Read your ledger and name the case. We can probably do that. Track down your gun. What is the race enigma? Buy fallen pants from Kuno. Oh, look, we have our officer profile. We are 5 points into Superstar Cop, 1 point for a Sorry Cop. We are mildly communist and ultra-liberal. We are -3 on the Good Cop, Bad Cop. Killed 3 people, solved 216 cases, and we're not in the service for 18 years. Buy the fallen pants from Kuno. Those fallen track pants look enticing. But you and Kuno are not that close yet. Are not close yet. You need to figure out what's going on with him. And then you can get your hands on some performance gear. So that's going to require like a hefty bit of empathy. Or at least that's the role that I was seeing. And I'm not good at empathy. Put the advanced race theory idea into your free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no free slots, free one up. Then pass some time. And when it's internalized, return to Measurehead. This is how thinking is done. Alright. Let's, let me hit myself with a quick serve. Ba-da-da-da. Alright, I think we can, this one. Let's interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
That was something I chose to do. That's right. Let's smell that ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Hell yeah.
You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Which toilet would that be? Shut up, nose. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Which toilet?
Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank, they should have sent a poet to describe it?
Is sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner a line this poet might have used?
Why, yes it is.
Oh shit, 5 XP.
Many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling in rags. Perhaps that's where the ledger was dropped in the toilet. By you.
Let's browse the case files again.
Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files. Commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter.
That's it?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
He smiles. What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He
Oh!
died. It was a workplace accident.
Oh, shit. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper.
Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this monumental event.
What?
The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But...
Kim, do you have a pen?
The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large-caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Can I have one?
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
He pulls one from the loop. With this beauty, commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia.
It ain't
Now,
no
all
bullshit.
that remains is to name the case.
Oh, hang on. It might be paused. It is paused. Yeah, I modified to be continued. So now it should work in a way where when it goes off, it will mute both like the game audio and any sort of mics that are on. So it'll be a proper to be continued. So there you go. But it also costs channel points now, sorry. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a stick. Oink.
Ah, yes.
He isn't actually laughing.
I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Oh my god. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
I've changed for the better.
I'm going to start calling it
The fact that it was free for so long was criminal. I'm done inspecting these
You don't
files.
exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Let's browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the field.
Can I start ticketing people?
But they appear pleasantly vague. These
Station
are quite
call?
sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people.
Yes.
Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Excellent.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Let's look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Uh-oh.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
That's probably something personal in there.
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I don't know if I want to open that up just yet. That might kill me. Hey, yeah.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Wait. HDB 41? Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Berenger? Pram Darjan Binzakin? Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. Pram Darjan Binzakin.
Yeah, no.
How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised.
We're at
Where do you
1721.
want to start?
Okay. So that'll put us at like, what, 6 p.m.? Yeah, those square bullet hole murders.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing.
Ah.
What next? One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
Ooh.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Ledger away. Alright, time to start issuing some tickets. Actually, you know what? I should probably get my bag out. Oh, fine. A blue pen, like a large caliber bullet that shoots out ink, once belonging to Lieutenant Kisaragi. Comes with a side order of resentment. Alright, Kim, you can get your pen back.
Yes?
Oh, maybe not. I'll keep it then. But I want to put my bag on. I gotta be looking for them bottles. Getting paid. I don't think we've been up here yet. Now we've been this way. Yeah, this is where we found the bum hat. Hello? Yes. Nice. Capeside Apartments. Rue de Saint Gilestine, roundabout north. Oh, wait. What is this? What's in here? Hey, shut. Oh! Signal blue naval coat. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth,
Sure.
blood type,
All right.
the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yes? We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? I am the law.
Sod off, pig man. Art is above the law.
Despite the sash, she puts the brush aside.
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? What you looking
The
at?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That Ozon whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Banks rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Classic.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing.
Oh.
Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
All right, will do.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. You don't know what to write? Why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? God, what a way to continue a conversation. You don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
Yeah, so that's out.
Yeah.
I have an opinion. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. Let's go public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite.
Oh. You know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
This is true.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Okay.
Watch
Catch you
your
later,
back,
Sydney.
ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Inside, the frame of a motorcycle in repair, and the tools used to disassemble it. Hang on. Save game limit reached. Delete a previous save to continue save. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many times have I saved? Holy shit. Well then. We'll just, boink.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Kim, tell her we're the policemen.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
All right. Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Oh. Let's go. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of the Rue de Saint-Gilestin, 33A. Mumble, mumble. Your room in the whirling ring rags isn't much bigger than the sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
What's up? I'm naked.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does the L stand for? What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it somewhere. What gave us away? Don't shake her hand. Throw her off her rhythm.
I'm glad to see you here.
The woman and lieutenant exchange a brief handshake.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Sure.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical issue. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic. It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
Kim?
Interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about the strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes, a scythe of booze precedes you, your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, but...
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What is this? I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leash for some dough. As I should be. Or even considering it. This is a woman. And I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own money. My own goddamn money by now. I'm not ashamed.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Can I have some money? Well, hang on. Let's see if we can up those odds. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Let me see the license.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act.
Ah.
A law that says
Boo.
she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Damn it. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
She raises her brow. Caillou? Like that bald fuck? I thought we were still in Revachol, or in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Yes, I do.
Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of hers.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Lady 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
What the what?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so much to do with the matter we're investigating.
Shut the fuck up, Kim. Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on. Going for the kill.
The E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Yes, exactly. Precisamundo. Class wartime, baby. No, it's a symbol of our subjugation to the foreign capital. The bad kind of capital. What? Class wartime, baby.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
He doesn't look like he thinks you'll best her in single combat. I have good rhetoric, sir.
Then what does that say?
She points to the plaque on the
Does
side
it
of the
say
pier.
Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A. 33A? This old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Reaction speed, fire back quick. It's the eel's heels! Oh!
She takes a sip.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
She takes a sip. Something is about to happen. Point in your head. In here.
Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
They will come from my head. The arguments. Son of a bitch. 72% chance.
As they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
Lieutenant explains. Wave your hand next to your head. It will help.
It doesn't.
Keep waving your hand slowly.
My, it's as if there's a tiny spinner on the side of his head and he's reeling thoughts out.
Except he isn't.
A thought is going to come out of my head and into my mouth, and I will say it.
Of course.
Keep doing it. Ah!
Lieutenant, I truly don't understand what is happening here.
I told you his methods are unconventional.
I swear to God, I'm usually sharp. I don't know what happened, why I'm not killing it. Fuck this, I'm out of here. What were we talking about anyway?
Your marbles on glass, dear. Don't worry.
God damn it.
It was quite a while ago,
Ah!
but I think... Yes, we were discussing my fast, large, ineluctably middle-class boat.
God damn it. I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Damn. Oh, man. Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
She points to the small dots on the horizon.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
You're in good company, it seems. How much money does the Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's it? I thought the Wild Pines were supposed to be big time. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks.
Just trying to ease in the fact that I don't owe that much, so you can give me some money.
The size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? That's all I need to know. About something else. Royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, wild pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like
You mean
this?
aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed. You don't keep moving, the workers do. The company is nothing without them. That's all I need to know.
Nods.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, but what if I want to hear trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay that. How do I repeal them? I wouldn't disturb an octopus. Better let it be.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Ah, you mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor? He's a great teacher, a man of vertu. Oh God. So the strike is connected to the lynching. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
Let's not let her in on the fact that we might be racist because we want money. How are the talks going before the lynching?
I'd say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont? What are their demands? The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there? Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare. What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget.
Oh, Jesus.
Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Cool.
Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Seriously. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. pretty tame stuff compared to every worker a member of the board.
Most of them probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature
Oh
of
my
each
God.
of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
An opening gambit, surely.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. Sounds like an opening gambit. What are you going to do? Sounds like an opening
So
gambit.
I hoped. But this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I've yet to hear one. Just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
Scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
No, I mean scabs. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right? You're right. I don't know what got into me. Some of that degenerate dock worker lingo has rubbed off on me, it seems. No, I mean scabs.
If these workers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
What about Mr. Clare?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally.
It's not what you really think, right? Yeah, we are killing it in the rhetoric checks.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him. Is he that bad? He can't be that bad.
Oh, heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
She stops and smiles. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, now there are two of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself, outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men. A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on things. On these things, sorry. Basically a socialist
Thank
mob.
you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the
I'm
elections.
glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
Her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Tell me about the
Quite
lynching.
a few things, I'm afraid.
He falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Shit.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
The lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
She looks increasingly worried. It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. Could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Yes. We're still trying to go through this like we haven't lost our memory.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Fine, I lost my memory.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? This is a one and done shot. 42%. Let's go.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Hey.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
The lieutenant closes his notebook. Excuse me for a moment, madam.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Yes, we should also stop building love. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets.
I'm in the clear.
Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Alright, that sounds like me. I haven't said anything like that. I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing. Against
Kim still wants to talk to me, I'm sure, and I'm just like blankly staring and thinking about communism.
In the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
Sounds dope.
Now get to work, comrade.
Roll up your sleeves and start building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Roll up your sleeves further and breathe in the pristine air. Alright, what's up, Kim?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep
I
her
tried.
hands and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us.
God damn
She
it.
might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Shit. What do you propose? That we don't investigate drug trafficking? We could, you know, find my badge.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay. We could just, you know, find my badge.
That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Get back to her then. Shit.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Wait. Oh. Zovian socioeconomics approve. I heard of billions. All right, hang on. Hang on, let me save.
Detective. Take care.
Let me save.
You're back. Good.
Okay, tell me
What
about
can
the
I help
alleged
you
drug
with?
trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Continue.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics.
Nice.
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol. Through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still,
She raises a
every
bony
chain
finger.
has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Mm-hmm. She gives you a knowing look.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have that Union is involved? We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Okay, I've made up my mind about a smuggling investigation. Yeah, why didn't you come to us earlier?
Did,
Oh,
on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
it's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking to the sea.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is
How do you
involved?
think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
Two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling
Yes.
investigation. We will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Here we go. 58%. Can I have some money, please?
Voila, you're doing it.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I'd get this far. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me. I'm poor. I need money to keep living. Let's go for the sympathy play.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sad to hear that. How much do you need?
Adios, Diesel. I'm gonna be calling it a night soon. Oh, how much do you need? Let's go.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I need 130 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes
Oh!
and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
And just like that,
There must be about 200 real in that zip bag. Maybe a little less. Plus some change at the bottom.
Oh! Just like that, we got our damage payment, baby!
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Oh shit! Later, Diesel! You bribed me, alright. I'm your little peon now. I'm an honorable policeman. One of the few good men in Revachol. Funny that you're worried about this, and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. I'm still getting my head around the whole money concept. You were just helping me out. Yeah, let's not bite the hand that although we could be her little peon. No.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
Let's go! Holy shit! 11th hour, baby! Thank you, that's all for now. You're my favorite deputy. Holy shit! Nice! Oh, that's right. We got some bottles that we can get rid of. Let's save that up. Holy shit! Holy shit! Let's go! Oh, what's this? Oh no, that's just a... Dude! Alright. I'm gonna sell some of my bottles at the Fritte. Let's go.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Not with these
Your
bottles.
clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Let's go. 31. Holy shit. Holy shit. I should buy some
A
medicine.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, so if I were to get one of these, I would have 130 and 50 cents. Okay. So I could still afford.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
All right, that'll save me from a death that I'm sure I will experience at some point. But now we got to stay above that 130. I'm gonna see if I can get away with not paying the damages. All right, hang on. Can I break into this dude's?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are fumes of heavy fuel
No,
oil.
I guess not. Okay. Let's go talk to our racist boy. What up, dude?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You're a Lorman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. Safre.
So he doesn't take it just because it's
They take the
foreign.
money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
What a dumb reason to not do drugs.
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking.
That's how I would deal with these people. Hold on. But they make Al Ghul, alcohol, in Elmara, too. I was told they do. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez? Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? Alright. It's good to agree. Let's keep him talking.
He eyes you wearily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work.
Ah!
You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
Fuck.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs his cigarette. What are you still hanging around here for? Most other camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags.
Great.
When some kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? Probably someone whose race he doesn't like.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran.
Yeah.
His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Normally I would disagree with you, but my interactions with him do not paint the best impression.
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
I'm just realizing I wonder if I can afford Kuno's pants.
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves.
Yeah, we've been there.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I bet.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins, contented with himself. We're done for now. Bwa-na-na, bwa-na-na-na-na. Humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale.
The speakers below are banged up and
I
worthless.
need those phone
The
speakers.
triumph
Sneakers.
over them.
I want the
They're
speakers.
the star of the show here.
Oh, those look pretty good though. Oh, there's a trash can over there. Oh, bottles. Bottles. Let's go. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. We're just gonna
These are all boring. Boring 30.
Oh, right,
Those
we looked at
UV
these.
stickers are almost
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material.
Oh, right, we failed this last time before we died.
UV resistant.
Here we
These
go.
will definitely keep your eyes safe.
Bam! Oh! Ah, I see a pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says, Sub-Insulandic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the glasses. Try them on.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through deep sea tinted lenses.
And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Kim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Give me those shades you recommended.
Abort. These are hideous.
Yeah.
Damn, officer.
It's going
Already
to be
seen
very
that.
difficult for...
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
+1 Inland Empire. And then +1 Electrochemistry. Okay. Those are some options. Alright. We got a couple of extra bottles. Na-na-na-na. Let's see if I missed anything in here. Oh, I should have talked to this guy.
Hello again.
Oh no,
How
it's
can
still
I help
locked.
you?
Okay, never mind. I have no business here. No more shirts to buy. Any more figurines?
You see rows of toy soldiers.
Oh, hello.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here. What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work? No. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
How much I can afford. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Yeah, that's some, like, psychopathic shit. You don't like music? What do you like then?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by.
What the fuck?
Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Very cool. Those are some bops.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Nice. That's all. But hang on.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Still no. Okay. I have other business to take care of now. Alright. We gotta sell some bottles at the fritte. Oh wait, no. We still gotta talk to... The salesman completely distracted me from the fact that I need to interrogate him.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Am I cool?
You're very cool. Bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang!
I love you, man. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout to
Oh, absolutely. Whip him out. Yeah.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
A shakedown.
Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you?
He nods towards his shabby wares. This isn't a joke. Give me your money. I need money. I'm just kidding. I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police questions. Money.
He does not need your money. Please disregard that. We're just here to ask some questions.
Kim. Son of a bitch.
Of course! Fire away!
We got a thought called finger pistols, 9mm. Yo. We can persuade him to give us some... Where are you from, Sileng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
That seems rude. But you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Seaguy province of the Serais Empire. The Apricot Suzerainty, you know?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Isn't that name kind of insensitive?
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Right, because... But isn't only a shithole because of Revachol? You're welcome. I do try to be supportive of other peoples and cultures. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's some kind of mind reaction. Must be lame.
That's so cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur by buying some pens and glasses?
All right. Well, asking him about drugs weaken or strengthen our chances of convincing him to give us some money. We could probably shake him down.
Drugs?
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
He smiles.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yeah.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
Whoops.
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too.
Mm-hmm.
A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me? So you were embarrassed to tell me? Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation in the harbor? Sealing, my sources tell me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union. I'm not good. Dude, it's snowing and we are just in our tighty whities. Holy shit.
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now. You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Okay. You don't know, then I'll tell your employer. You've been selling his stuff. He wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
You don't want to get into this mess. You have to give us a reason to move on. We're buddies, Sealang. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are these other drivers who talk? Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out. Strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
There's one way that we can be cool
Who
now.
exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
All right. So we increased our odds a little bit. To give us some money, please.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. You'd like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay.
The man stops,
But why, officer?
his face suddenly serious.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
He raises a brow, intrigued. It's an investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. Invest into me not telling your employer about your operation here. I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations with the RCM. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. This is correct right here.
That! You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay. What's it going to cost me? Be reasonable.
1 million is unreasonable. Although, would I be able to get more if I asked? No, that seems like a joke. 10 real.
Sounds like a fair deal all around.
He takes a 10 note from the leather pouch.
Corruption.
The lieutenant nods calmly and says, corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Where are you from, Sealing? Oh, we already did that. I'll look around, thanks. Let's go! We are swimming in it! Alright, let's go drop off our bottles. And then we can call it a stream. Fuck you, fatty. Oh no, is it closed? Okay, we're good. Boom.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Dude, they're worth 20 apiece now. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll get you your dinner. First, let's clear out some of these. 25 before I level up. Right, we did get some clothes. Look at that. Suggestion and half-light. This classic double-breasted coat pocket, or double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling the winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if the moths have left a few holes in it. Alright. Right. Oh, the backyard wall. Okie dokes. Oh, I see. So that will... Oh, okay. So these are the places that white chicks are available. I see. So we can go check that again. Do the backyard wall. The sleeping dock worker. Right. Kuno, empathy, legendary. Measure head, we definitely can't do. Alright, cool. So, oh, I need to see this. So we have the... The Mazovian socioeconomics. Looks like reaction. -2 visual calculus. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. A fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right. Until he woke up today. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazov. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come witness his attempt to rebuild communism in the year 51. I really want to internalize this one, though. Finger pistols. Snapping doesn't help. -2 savoir-faire. You were promised a gun. That much is certain. This is why you became a cop. Yet here you are, loitering around with idle hands like some sorry-ass loser from the street. Suddenly you're supposed to be solving cases by, what, like talking to people? How are they going to believe that you can protect yourself and them from savages without a firearm? This ain't right. You need to think around this problem. And you need to snap your fingers at people as you do. That is fucking hilarious. Alright. Coolio beans. Let's just do a quick save here. Baba booey. And we will call ourselves a stream. Nice. Banana. Banana. Let's see where we're going today. So tomorrow we will be back with, what are we playing? Oh, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, baby! And then after that will be more Dead or Alive Extreme 3. Alright, where are we going here? Let's go to Jitspo. He seems to stream when I do. Alright. Casca's on my lap, but she is far too comfortable to say goodbye, so I will instead. Until tomorrow, hello, Jerry! Goodbye, Jerry. And thank you for the sign-off. Love you, miss you, mean it too. Later, Cabbage Patch. Adios!